Hey, this is Chrisette Michele, and you are watching You Know I Got Soul. You know I got soul.
Alright, Chrisette, so your new mixtape, Audrey Hepburn, and audio-visual presentation is out now. Just talk to us a little bit about it, introduce us to that project.
Sure, I went to Paris, London, Amsterdam, and Brussels to retrace the footsteps of Audrey Hepburn. And I kind of fell in love with so many different people and sounds and movements. And so I tried to kind of collaborate with some producers that I met and some rappers that I met from Africa all the way to London. And we came out with Audrey Hepburn, an audio-visual presentation.
What led you specifically to Audrey Hepburn that you wanted to kind of make this, her part of this project?
I was in love with her movies and her humanitarian efforts. I was in love with her style. I was in love with her, just her whole entire vibe. Really spoke to me. My mom had always sang her songs around the house, and so I kind of wanted to capture whatever I could of Audrey Hepburn for myself.
Right. And this is your second mixtape now. I know your cousin Raheem Devon kind of innovated with the mixtapes back in the day, and he's been doing it for a while. This is your second one. Do you feel like in R&B it's a necessity now? Because it wasn't always that way. It was mostly a hip-hop thing back in the day.
I will know if putting together a mixtape is a necessity when the success of my album speaks on that subject. Putting a mixtape out is a necessity for my heart, though.
Okay.
Because it's a time where I'm able to really express myself without anyone interfering at all, visually or sonically.
And you also released a new single, Better, which is off your upcoming album. Talk to us about the single.
The single is actually not out yet. It's on a like a little compilation CD that's on Neo's album.
Okay.
And so it will be coming out with my album April 30th with the album Better. I am so excited to share that song with you guys. I wrote it maybe a year and a half ago, and it really captures the essence of what I'm trying to say. I'm ready to be in love, but whatever happens with love, it's got to make me feel better, because getting this far has made me halfway lose my mind.
Right. And I was reading in another interview you did recently, you're not going to make broken-hearted songs anymore. You've done well there before in the past making music like that, so how do you feel like your fans will react to that type of thing? Do you think they'll embrace it?
I'm not sure how my fans are going to react. I was overwhelmed with the response that I received from my mixtape. I really was just tweeting songs and videos and kind of just having fun. And so the amount of love that they showed for the mixtape was overwhelming. So I can't imagine that they won't be intrigued by the concept of me being healed, me being happy, me wanting to live life to my fullest. I'm now healed, so I'm not brokenhearted, so I can't lie.
Right. Sonically, with the rest of the album, and musically, what can we expect on there? This is your fourth album now, coming early next year. What can we expect?
You can definitely expect a lot of the same passion that you heard in songs like Blame It On Me and Goodbye Game and If I Have My Way. But there are a few more up-tempos, reminiscent of Be Okay. And then some stuff that just came into my head. Like I have one song that is all harmony. So I just cannot wait for you to hear it. And you guys, let me know what you think. It's going to be a really fun time.
Right. And as your career has progressed, I've noticed you expanded your sound, mixed in some different sounds. Has that been a conscious decision for you over the years, or it just happened organically?
Unfortunately, I get super bored really fast. I have ADHD times 76. And so doing the same thing over and over is just not something that I have the ability to do.
Right.
I tried to, though, I promise. But I just can't.
Cool. You've worked with Chuck Harmony a lot over your career. The past two albums, he did a lot of work on there with you. What's your guys' chemistry like?
Me and Chuck are like brother and sister. I do not understand how we are so close, so cool, so quick. But he is like my good luck charm on every album. I don't think I'll be able to do an album without putting my boy Chuck Harmony on it. Cool.
A few years ago, you had the massive hit, Aston Martin Music. You were on there, featured on there. What do you feel like that song did for your career?
Aston Martin Music taught me a lot about myself. I know that you could hear it in different countries, but in my heart, it was heard really loud. There were a lot of experiences surrounding that song. And so it taught me that my success is not necessarily built on something on a chart or something on the radio, but it's built on me being emotionally stable, physically stable, whether I have an Aston Martin or not. So for me, that song was a big building block in my personal life.
Cool, cool. And just finally, to wrap up, you know, I always love to hear the history behind artists and how they originally got their start. You know, where did you get your break before signing the Def Jam back in, you know, the mid-2000s? How did it all come together for you?
I was in school for vocal jazz performance, college, and I would perform in places like the Village Underground every Sunday, or just different open mics. And me and a few friends of mine put a demo out to all the record labels in the city. Def Jam had an assistant to a big time A&R that heard my demo, contacted the A&R, called me in, had me audition, and Def Jam signed me the day that I auditioned.
Really?
So it was a fairly simple process, which leads to my next thought, that as soon as you know, keep God first, He'll direct your path and lead you and guide you to your destiny. So just have faith, chill out, things will work out.
Very cool. So that's all we had for you. Anything you want to add?
I cannot wait for y'all to hear my freaking album, Better, in stores April 30th. Also, coming check out Audrey live. It's coming to a city, and maybe even a country near you. Will be in Europe, and we'll also be in Africa. So come check us out. Peace. God bless you.